Hello everyone, my name is Isan Jain and my topic of presentation of cybersecurity final project of CS50 Introduction to Cybersecurity is 23 and me. And my GitHub account, as you can see that, is I Isan and Chen. And my EDX username is Isan underscore Isu. And my hometown location is Tikamgarh, Madhya Pradesh, India. And recording of this video is 3 March 2025. So basically, my topic of presentation is 23 and Me, which is about a data breach at personal company, which is commonly known as 23 and Me, which is reported in 2023, October 2023. And 23 and Me is a biotechnology company which store up personal genomics of the users. And in this company, hackers gathered profile and intensity information from a millions of users, which includes Jews and Chinese. Hackers mainly store information of customer had chosen to share with their DNA matches, which includes personal information of user including their link to external family tree. Through DNA reports, hacker access data on approximately 6.9 million users. They mainly targeted their family trees and relative data. And what is the major data leaked of users personal names, their profile photos, their birth year, their geographic locations, and their genetic ancestry information, DNA relative data which majorly affect their family relatives, DNA matches or family trees. And what is the main reason of main method of attacks, which is commonly known as credential stuffing. What is credential stuffing? Hacker use previously leaked credential from database to access 23andMe account. Exploit users who use reuse passwords. Mainly users use same password, same username, and different same different account with same username and password, which is a factor of credential stuffing. Hackers use their credential stuffing. They mainly hack their password and username and try to implement that username and password in different accounts, and they got access of users and exploitation of platform features, access victim data, and but also data of their genetic matches. Mainly to those group targeted is specific ethnic groups such as known as Jews and Chinese. And what is the response towards its through companies, which is firstly the investigation launched and third party security expert engaged and temporary disabling of sensitive features like chromosome browser and raw data downloads. And what is the legal aspect affect which affect user filed a class action lawsuit. And in September 2024, 23 and me agreed to $30 million settlement and offered 3 year security of monitoring to impacted user. And mainly, what is the impact of the company after this hacking response? Impact on the company. Mainly, company's financial stability and corporate governance destroy or decreases, and their market value drop from $3.5 billion to $180.2 billion to $1 million. This is a majorly affected. And in September 2024, all seven independent board members resigned their position due to strategic disagreement with CEO Annie Voskiki project to take company private. Company because of take going company with private, seven board member they disagree with their prior any decision and resigned from their position. In subsequently, in November 2024, 23 and me announced a 40% reduction in its workforce, amounting to 200 employees, and sees further developments of its therapeutic program. Mainly, they have 40% reduction of in workforce. And what is the preventive measure to avoid that kind of situation or that kind of cybersecurity attack? Mainly, first we have to enforce multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication, like we use in banking system, OTP system. Google mainly use in three-party system. three-party authentication, three-party system, we have to avoid a reliance and data breach to avoid data breach. For second point, monitor for credential stuffing attack. Use tool that detect unusual login pattern and rapid failed attempt. Third point, promote strong and password hygienic. Every company need to give their employee a password manager app, and it must be compulsory to use a managers to avoid that type of cybersecurity crimes and unique password, which is a best operation or best practice to avoid that kind of situation. Third, fourth point, data limited data exposure in future. Mainly, we have to use limited exposure data of ourselves, like DNA relative, which cannot be inadequately exposed sensitive data. Ensure that. And fifth point, educate user about cybersecurity. We have to educate user about what is cybersecurity, regularly inform users about phishing risk, cyber password security, and then danger of reusing credentials. Implement robust incident response plan. Have clear protocol in place for data breach detection, mitigation, and communication. So, what are the conclusion from this presentation? Even when that hacking is not involved in this kind of situation, but main reason of this data breach is weak user practice, like password reusing using can lead to devastating breaches. Sensitive personal data, especially genetic information, require higher level of protection and user education. Mainly reputation damage and legal consequences can be as harmful as the breach itself. So, and final answer, why I choose this topic 23 and me for my presentation, because it deals with something incredibly personal over DNA. With so much sensitive genetic data stored, it is major target for cyber threats, and recent breaches have some just how vulnerable this kind of information can be, raising with big concern about privacy, security, ethics. It is a perfect example of why strong cybersecurity measures matter, especially in industries handling personal and medical data. So, thank you for everyone.